Finding your healthy has never been easier when you start with Sprouts. Fill up on fresh with over 200 organic produce options every day. Power up with high-quality protein like grass-fed steaks or pasture-raised eggs. And take your routine to the next level with the best selection of vitamins and supplements. Sprouts is here to help you crush your goals and stick to your wellness routine with better-for-you items perfect for any dietary lifestyle. Make this year your healthiest yet. Start with Sprouts.
Welcome. Y'all been talking up a storm. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Mm. Well, let's use in the building today. This is a Monday. You know, Monday debates is on our agenda today. We were asked to talk about the Texas and Biden administration standoff, and I think it's a good one right now. It's a good one right now. I actually got a video that talks more about it, which is more, you know, water for the, whatever. But let's use in the building. We got Butterfly Jones in the building saying salute. First one in the building. Kingdom Mindset, ready for an arousing debate or rousing debate. Sorry. I sent the Cash App question and forgot about the pressing Texas topic. Maybe next time. Oh no, we'll talk about it. This is a debate show. It's not just about. It's just not about Texas. We're gonna talk. We can debate anything. Any question that's brought forward, we're gonna talk about it. Stephen Hall said, "Good evening, folks." Mama's in the building. She says, "Hello, everyone. Make sure you hit the like button on the and place your vote in the poll." I forgot about to put a poll up. I've listened to mine and my husband's family talk. Both sides are still riding the pedo whisper of Biden the comedy food prices. Be danged. Oh, okay. Yeah, well. Anyway, we got John the Baptist in the building. Says, I'm interested in to learn how the debate will go. We know Uncle Tom is for Biden. That is a fact because Biden's going to win that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got $60 on Biden. Zoomer generation said, I heard most folks crossing the border aren't even Mexican. That is absolutely true, too. They're from other countries. There is a total of 165 different countries that motherfuckers are coming from. So, yeah, it's not just Mexicans. That's a false statement if someone to say that it is just Mexicans come across that border. That's absolutely stupid. You got El Salvadorians, you got Venezuelans, you got Russians, Chinese, fucking Indonesians, Iranian, Tanzanian, all kind of people that are coming over. It's crazy. Wrestler says, "What is good? How are you doing, my good sir?" Jay Faith in the building says, "What's up, chat? What's up, Tom? Hope everyone is having a good night, staying safe." My question is, Jay Faith, are you drunk right now? Katakana said, "We went from dollars to cents. Everyone, all bullshit." Yeah, well. Jay Faith, my man, said, "Not yet." I hear you. I can't drink during the week. I only drink on Fridays for the most part, Fridays and Saturdays. So if you are going to drink one for me, my good sir. Let's see who's over on Rumble. I am not over there, so let me get to it. Well, we only got one over there, so that doesn't really matter. So even the one over there, thank you for being over there. If you want to be a part of the conversation, just make a comment in the chat. It will pop up, or I will address it when it pops up. Let's pop this out just in case. And if you do want to conversate or chat over here on Rumble, you make a comment in the comment section. It'll come across the screen like that. It'll come across my screen as well in the chat where I can pop it up as well like that. See, it's amazing. Oh, Javiercito, hold on, Javiercito. I try to roll my tongue. I'm not Mexican, so I don't know. I'm gonna drop this link for anyone that wants to come up and chitter chat about this topic that is coming up. Tip says, "Sup with you? How your mama and them?" I haven't checked on my mom in a couple of days, so I gotta call her to be exact. I really do gotta call my mama. Oh, let's see. Let's go to my question from the Cash app. Hopefully it'll pull up right. Let's see. Let's see what we got. We got Kingdom Minded with the $15 set. What culture had the worst persecution / oppression? Ooh, are we talking about here in America or overall? Jigaboo Whisper is in the building. How we doing, good says?
Jigaboo Whisper. Who you talking to?
That one right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Y'all I'm finna see.
Wait a minute. Let me get this out. Before we get down. This is for Kingdom Minded in the building. As soon as I find it. Where's the white people at?
Yeah, you still ain't teach me how to do that yet.
Do what? Yes, sir. So it's actually pretty fairly easy.
Oh, player.
Yeah, I'm drinking this light of water. It's fairly easy.
What's up, everybody? How everybody doing?
Niggas always interrupting. Go ahead.
So all it is it's a capture window, and I have the capture window set up for my email. So when my email pops up, and I hear it ding, it'll pop up, and then you click on which one you want to see. It's really simple. So if you're using OBS or whatever one you're using, I don't know which one you're probably using. What is that? MacBook shit.
Yes.
It's the same way.
Is it a widget?
Well, it's just a window capture. So all you're doing is capturing a window.
Okay, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? So however you capture the window, that's all you gotta do is set it up like that way. I'll show you later on if you want to stick around afterwards. So Kingdom Minded's question is actually a pretty fucking good one. Tip. Kai said, where OG and them at? All right, so let me bring her. And then them. Didn't do that right. Here we go. Here it is. So what culture had the worst persecution / oppression? I don't know. Black seem to, what did she put? Blacks seem to still not overcome. The small hats were exterminated, yet they have seemed to have not back. No, they didn't. You know what they did? They got a lot more handouts than black people ever got. If you want to be technical, they've gotten handouts from almost every country that fought in every war for them. So yeah, they were financially stood up, if that makes sense. I will never say that the small hat snapped back. I won't say that, but it is a culture thing when it comes to them staying on top. Yeah, I'll give it to them. They've stayed on top, but they were placed at the top as well.
Which culture has had it the worst?
Everybody had their turn.
Yeah, but the small hats were stood up like no other country. I mean, like no other people. What up, freedom? Kev?
Okay, so chattel slavery lasted the longest, though, right? Did anything else?
What is chattel slavery, sir?
No,
Do you think
I don't.
Do you think
Go ahead.
chattel slavery was worse than the Eastern slavery that still goes on to this day?
I don't understand how John the Baptist is asking that question when he believe in the Bible.
No, I'm just asking a question because I'm only gathering facts for the question because I don't really know. I'm trying.
But I'm saying you believe in the Bible. How long was the Hebrews enslaved?
400 years.
Yeah, so you think black people was enslaved longer?
I'm asking because I'm trying to figure how long it was the chattel slavery lasted. That's what I'm trying to find out. The total number on it. I don't really know the answer.
I can give you. Let me look to my my old Google.
They're gonna say they're gonna say around, I guess, 1500s or something like that, but that's not accurate.
How long did chattel slavery last? It didn't give no damn time period.
Cause chattel slavery just wasn't just to America, not just to America, though, right? It went to
no, that was different. That was the Eastern slave trade. I don't know what the fuck, I can't remember what it's called. But that was different because if you look at going towards Iran and Saudi Arabia and all those different Persian countries, because that's what they really was Persians. If you look towards that, you don't see dark-skinned Muslims like that. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't allowed to integrate with those people. So they castrated all black males from dipping their foot in their race, if you want to say that so far, in their Persian race, if you want to call it that. So I would say that's worse because they didn't have a chance to procreate and make children and all that. The end result for them was just death and their lineage dying off. Point blank, period. You didn't get that when you didn't get that with chattel slavery. You're allowed to, you weren't allowed to get married. Then you got married and all this. You had kids. You had tens of hundreds of thousands of kids coming this way with slavery. If you really want to get technical, with all different races, because the white women back then was still knocking off them mandingos. Don't get it twisted. I wouldn't say chattel slavery was worse. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I won't.
I wasn't saying it was worse. I'm just asking. I was just asking for time reference. How long did it last?
Well, it's just for preferences. I mean, for some people's mental ability, let's just say 400 years. Because I don't know. It didn't give a time period. It wanted to start to say child slavery started with the Irish, so which is absolutely true. It's absolutely true because they were the guinea pigs for slavery, child slavery.
I don't know. It's hard to discuss how much something hurt somebody, whether it be no matter what it was, because I wasn't either one of them.
So I got a question for you. When did the hurt start? When did the hurt stop?
LA?
I mean, asking you.
I don't. I'm being honest with you. I don't.
According to the Blackity Blacks, it's still going on.
That's a fact.
That's what I was going to say. If you listen to people who don't know how to heal and move on, they still use it for excuse right to today.
I mean, what's the hill when you never face it?
Don't do that. That's not nice.
You never faced it. I can agree with that. You never faced it, but then if you, okay, for example, you can use it for excuse. I'm not saying it's legitimate. I'm saying, but you can use for excuse. For example, okay, so if you look at somebody who, if your grandparents were born in the Jim Crow era, you can use that as excuse if you choose to.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
No, I'm not. I never said it was legitimate. Listen to what I never said it was legitimate.
The reason why I said you can't use that, right? For if you want to go that far, because Jim Crow affected poor whites as well. So unless you're willing to relinquish that to everyone that was poor, then you have an argument. But if you're not willing to relinquish that plight,
well, you can't. I have no argument. I have no argument against poor too. But I'm saying I'm just using one aspect of it. Right. I'm just how they would justify it in their mind. Okay, for example, if your grandparents was born in let's say the 20s and 30s, they actually raised your parents, and your parents actually raised the generation like Generation X or millennials, depending on what time, how long they lived. So you can say someone would use that excuse to, okay, I've been touched by it. Well, it's more stuff touched you since then, but I'm just saying that's one of the poor arguments they would use to defend that it still affects us right to the day. I've heard people say that in the past. Whether it's legitimate or not, I'm not even trying to say it's legitimate. I'm just saying it's some excuse they use.
Yeah. You want to know the argument I heard today? I was kind of a part of. Is that your birth certificate is not state funded. It's federally funded. He called himself intelligent. That shit irritated the shit out of me. I was arguing all day. But back to these jigaboos. LA, what do you think? What do you got on this?
On who had it the hardest?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody shared their turn. I mean, if you talk to Asian people, Chinese people say they had it the hardest during the Mongolian period. I mean, you can't.
We're talking about over here in this great states of America.
United States of America.
Yeah, but America is only a few hundred years old. I mean,
that's fine. That's fine. But we're talking about stuff that affected here. Well, at least that's what I got from the question. Because if you really want to get technical, a lot of different races face burdens here in these great states of America. So I would say from an American standpoint, what race had it the worst?
I'm gonna say blacks then.
You can't say that. Because it was
but I'll let you ask your question. My bad. It was your turn though.
It was free blacks. I mean, you can't say. Listen, when people are enslaved, there's usually nobody of their race free. Generally, usually they enslave everybody, but it was actually free blacks. I venture to say it's probably more free blacks than there were black slaves.
Well, I played a video the other day about how many. It was 3,000 free black slaves that owned 12,000 slaves, black slaves.
How many slaves were owned? Period. That's what I'm asking because I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't know either. I don't think they had a ticker of how many slaves were owned. I mean, I can look. Let me try and see if I can find it.
They did start counting them in the census.
How many slaves? How many slaves were in America? Oh, I asked that wrong. How many black slaves were in America?
It's a really hard, it's a really questionable question because we're talking about quantity. We have to go past quantity versus quality.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Not really. As quality slave doesn't matter. They were still slaved.
But again, what was the question?
How many?
Had it the worst?
How many? No. I was talking about how many slaves were in. He was talking about how many slaves were in America. That was his question. That was John the Baptist's question. I don't know.
Because you said there were 3,000 black people who owned 12,000 black slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying to get a grasp of what. I was trying to get a feel.
Again, with the question.
Hold on. Go ahead, Mama.
Approximately 700,000 in 1790, which equated for 23% of the total population.
I didn't even think there was that many people here in America at that point in time.
You said 717,000? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
That's how many black slaves there were?
700,000. 700,000 in 1790. Oh, and I'm sorry, that equated to approximately 18% of the total population, or roughly 1 every 6 people.
So
by 1860, the final census taken before the Civil War, there were 4 million slaves in the South, compared to 1.5 million free African Americans.
So there was 1.5 million free?
Yeah.
Okay, now how many were enslaved by Indians? Were they counting their totals too? We know Indians had their own total of slaves as well.
That probably wasn't.
I think they just counting all slaves together. What it sounds like.
No, but they wouldn't have counted Indians as citizens yet.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have been included in the census.
And Indians were slaves.
And she did say into 1890 too. Up to 1890.
Well, no, she said 1860. So before the
1850.
War.
Okay.
60.
Yeah.
It just says that the American Indians owned thousands of slaves. Yeah. It doesn't give a number.
Do they say how many white slaves there were?
Well, now it's talking about black Indians. Let's see.
I mean, that's a good question. How many white slaves were there?
Looking. What time period?
Same brown. It doesn't matter.
How many white slaves?
I mean, just using logical common sense of what we know about history. I know it's been changed. It's safe to assume that there's more black slaves.
No, I'm not saying there wasn't. I just want to know how many.
It depends on what time period you're looking at, John the Baptist. Because if you're only focusing on what happens here in the U.S., then come on.
Well, we
only focus. He said U.S.
Hey, so look, Mama just gave us the number. She just said it was like 711, and then that was in 1760, and then in 1850, I think she said it was 4 million. So you know what I'm saying? Just give it like a little percentage on it and add it up.
No, because it's the difference between white and black slaves, sir. That's all I want to know.
1.25 million white.
Right, so there was literally a lot of white slaves too.
Yeah, but even if not we're not debating on whether they're a lot of white or not. We know that so we know that we're white, we know that we're black, but it sounds like the larger percent were blacks though. So if we want to actually add the worst, just going by number, I would say ignorantly it would be blacks because it was more black slaves than the other ones.
And do you include indentured servants in that? I mean, because there were a lot of indentured servants.
Indentured servants are not treated as slaves, though, right?
Yes, they
Okay, so go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're treated worse because literally they can pound them in the sand until they die, and they don't have to, because they owed something to them. As versus the slaves, they're just going to be slaves for life. Difference. One had a
owned property versus rented property.
Exactly. So you're gonna treat your rented property a lot worse than you would treat the shit you own.
Okay, how you treat them, I would agree. Okay, how you treat maybe different something that you own versus something you rent. I would with my thing. The thing I was trying to get to was if you had it, because my understanding of indentured service, you could work towards your freedom. At that,
yeah, but nobody ever got
your
there.
freedom.
Yeah, it's like a pyramid scheme. Like you can always work to get rich, but nobody ever got rich.
Yeah.
So
it still goes on today.
Yeah, it does. That's a fact. And her question was,
we're talking about in the States. It still happen today in the States,
sir. Chinese people, they literally bring their people over as indentured servants.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, with the nail parlors and everything else. The motherfuckers don't never work that shit off. Mexico was a big one too.
Yeah. My question is, well, Tina, my question was, who had it worse and whose oppression was worse? So it doesn't matter how many, like Wrestler was saying, quantity versus quality is different.
That matters. Time matters.
That does matter. Because that one, again, I asked, who was the only people that got an actual law to say that they can't be in here in these United States no more?
I think she wants attention from me is what she wants.
So at that time, was that worse than the black citizenry?
I mean, if you're going off of time, when they mention 500 years, I think of the Byzantine Empire. That was over 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
But he specifically said the States though.
If you're gonna tailor it to simply here in the States, then you can only tailor it to a time period because we don't have enough time compared to the rest of the world.
But yeah, that's okay. Yeah, understand that, Resta. We're not talking about the rest of the world. Sir.
I'm referring to her question, not the United States.
Okay, well, let's ask her. Okay. Are we talking about the States or are we talking about the world?
Her question didn't state to the United States.
Yeah, because they only got so much time because on so many characters that you can use on Cash App.
Okay, I've got something to add here.
Okay.
In the colonies in the 18th century, which would have been the 1700s, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Indentured servants outnumbered African slaves.
Okay.
And those were generally
white
Europeans that were sent over from Ireland, Scotland.
They're trash people that they always consider was trash.
Mayo people.
Yeah.
That's why he's a victim.
And my people.
And
so when did Earl? Oh, so go ahead.
Kingdom might have said the U.S. But we only have a certain amount of time. Well, you can look at it from the 17th century, which was the 1600s, because yes, sir.
Hey, bro, I'ma holler at y'all, bro. I'ma tune in through the chat, bro. I'm about to pass through Minneapolis, bro, and I'm on my way to Ohio. So I just tune in through the chat if I can, bro.
That boy tricking across the states. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you are.
Take care, Triple T.
Well, he could have went up there and got it, but he gonna stop. But yeah, okay. So if Wrestler, I will go with, since we're talking about the United States, I will consider continental America from the 1600s to now. Would that would suffice your aptitude test?
I would say the worst of all, who had it the worst, would be the Native Americans.
No, I said, can you blame them?
You think so?
They weren't enslaved though.
I would say
No, this is who had it the worst, though.
Yeah. Whose oppression was the worst? That's a fucking hard question.
I just said everybody had their time.
Again, are we talking about quantity or quality?
Well, when you say who had it the worst, it's only about quality. Yes,
exactly.
Wrestler,
So
I'm confused.
Matter compared to how they were treated overall.
Yes. So again, where do you stand?
I don't share enough race history to go diving down that shit to see who was treated better or not. I don't. You guys like to focus a lot on that shit. I'm too busy focused on trying to live now.
No, sir. You can listen. This is what's wrong.
Not for nothing. Everybody's story is trying to win the Olympics on that. So everybody can make up shit too. I wouldn't know any difference.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Good point. Because
everybody's trying to win that race.
Who's to say history books are telling the truth?
We don't know. We don't know.
Who's to say that? Let's just say this. Who's to say that that slavery was actually as hard as they say it was?
We only know what they tell us.
Only besides sweaty pussy and sweaty dick, because simple fact is they was wearing 3-piece jogging suits and shit and all that, all them goddamn clothes back then. That makes no sense. Why, Mama? You was born back then. Why they wear so much clothes?
Oh shit!
Why they make so much clothes?
Asshole. I don't know.
He said, "What do you think about the kids that held the double dutch roach for you?"
Yeah.
What do you think of those kids who held the rope for you while you double dutched?
I know. I didn't wear much clothes, so I don't know. I can't answer that.
Yeah, Mom, Mom, you always like to tell us that. You always like to tell us that too.
That's
it was
crazy.
just a fashion trend. I don't know.
Okay, Zoomer Generation says slave owners were responsible for vaccinations and healthcare. All right. Why were they responsible for that? Maybe they had to literally make sure their slaves were not going to die on them every 10 seconds. Maybe. I don't know. It's a good point.
It'd be a smart investment for what they were worth.
That was the lesson that they learned from the Egyptians. Because Egyptians didn't take care of their slaves. They let them die off.
Okay. Good point.
And actually, the ones who improved on that were not from the Egyptians. They learned to take care of the people from the Persians.
Yeah,
the Persians maintained their slaves.
Yeah, but Persians was also beheading their slaves just to fucking appease their god that they were praying to.
Yeah, but they also when they took over nations, they also let a lot of people live, and they actually let them.
That's true. That's true.
They actually let them still keep their culture, their religion, and everything else. The only thing they wanted was taxes.
Even if they had them as slaves, they let them keep their previous careers.
Yeah.
Except when it came to the Negroes.
Yes, sir. I don't blame them. Right. You see how y'all act today?
When it came to the Negroes from Africa, they was cutting their balls off and handing them to you, partner.
I don't blame them, sir. The way y'all act today, I don't blame them. I don't fucking blame them.
What you're saying is a temperament problem, huh?
Sir, I'm telling you right now, sometimes you got to cut the bull's balls off. Give them to calm the fuck down.
Hey, they do it to goats.
That's a fact.
But the Native Americans, they took their land, they took their language, they took their women and sterilized them.
No way. No way. No. I disagree with that. They couldn't fight for their land and they lost a war. That's what happened to them.
And to be honest, they were doing it to themselves too.
And they were killing each other.
They were.
Yeah,
they were.
So,
they were. But it's different when you're warring amongst yourself.
No, it's not.
That's the same thing black people
do. If you sit back and wait for the winner and they have lower numbers than you can just take over them.
And that's and LA is absolutely right. That's what the black folks say. Well, when we were slaves in Africa, it was better than when we were slaves. And how?
Literally, there were other tribes eating other tribes.
And your head would have been on a goddamn stake just for shits and giggles. What are we talking about here, sir?
Well, they did that in Europe too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
They drew and quartered people. So.
Oh yeah, that was the most fucked up times back then. But T3 said blacks got it worse. I don't believe it.
Only, not for nothing. For the most part, I only hear that blacks say that blacks got it worse, and you have every other culture that say that their culture had it worse. It's very subjective, according to the stories that were told to you.
Do you think the Chinese had it worse?
Yes, the Mongolians killed millions.
The Mongols were ruthless.
Yes, they were.
The Mongolians, listen, they said Genghis Khan impregnated. His DNA is still throughout fucking China.
So
I think it was some like fucking 90% of them got his DNA or some crazy number like that.
I'm gonna have to bring it back to the United States again.
Oh,
I was talking about the Chinese jigaboos that was over here.
No, so nobody care about them. I mean, no disrespect. Nobody.
Not for nothing. Even the Chinese that were over here still had his DNA.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they didn't. I don't care about the DNA. I'm asking. Do you
think?
I
mean, he raped half the fucking nation.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a hell of a lot of Chinese slaves. I know that.
Yeah,
there were.
He was tearing.
Were there a lot of Chinese slaves over here?
No.
Yes. Well, to build that railroad, yes.
No.
We had counted.
Where's this nigga boo come from?
He been here the whole time, but he didn't want to say nothing.
A lot.
No, I was just listening.
A lot of.
I was listening to what you guys had to say.
So let's see your piece there.
So what do we go about voting there?
So who
can you use voting
so
as a metric?
who had it worst? Here? Who had it worst? The Lowland Scottish, aka the Ulster Scots, and the Irish, and the Italians had it the worst. Not the blacks, not the Chinese, not the Indians.
Can I ask you to qualify that?
Sure. For the longest time, Italians were considered lowlier than black slaves. Okay, and remember in Louisiana, they
had black dick. That's all that means.
Right. Remember, they quantified that through the lynching of the majority. Well, not the majority. They had the largest group of lynchings done in Louisiana, and they were Italian. Then you had the Ulster Scots. The Ulster Scots weren't considered human beings by virtue of their lineage, and that's why they're Ulster Scots. Lowland Scottish, they considered them not to be white or human, and then the Irish as well, and not just because of their indentured servitude, but when they landed on Ellis Island and immigrated here from Ireland, they were killed carte blanche in the streets of New York, and then also used as cannon fodder during during the Civil War. They conscribed them into the military most of the time without their consent and sent them off to the front lines. So yeah. If we're talking about a group of people who had it worse and were enslaved, even opposite of the things that I mentioned, I would say it would be the Ulster Scots and the Irish.
So it was interesting that Mama brought up that there were more indentured servants than there was actually slaves here. What was the ratio? You know the ratio, Mama?
Yeah, I heard what she said about that, and she's right.
Yeah, it's said, but I can't remember what it was now.
But she's right.
It'd be much cheaper. It makes sense.
No, and I'm not saying what you like. This goes to my argument that slaves were treated way better than their counterparts before a certain time, because we already know that the indentured servants were
slaves. There were laws that protected slaves, contrary to popular belief.
And that's what I was saying, because you can't.
You had think about this.
bunch of indentions that you can beat the shit out of for no fucking reason because you told you.
Exactly. Think about this. You have a person that you purchased that's worth more than a horse. Okay. You have to protect your interests. You're not out there beating them to death. You're not out there working them to death. You're trying to figure out how you're going to multiply them at a lower cost. You're trying to figure out how you're going to make sure you get every bit of worth out of them for as long as you can. Why, oh, why would you, unduly punish them just for shits and gigs? People are insane when they come up with this nonsense. Black slaves, for the most part, nobody who wants to be enslaved, they hear that word slave, and of course there's some indignance that surrounds it. But when we talk about the nature of their servitude, they were largely taken care of, not having to worry about where their food was going to come from and where their health care was going to come from, such as it was.
They grew the food.
Yeah, I'm just saying they didn't have to worry about where it was going to come from, given plots of land to grow it. Go ahead.
The reason why these black people be talking in that kind of way is because they don't think about it on the white person's side as black people as slaves were used as a business. They don't look at it as a business.
No. The reason why they talk that way is because we've been browbeaten into submission with this lowly, downtrodden, white people hate you nonsense. It isn't the truth.
And most of them think they were enslaved because they were black.
Yeah, and it's not true.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. I might need you to come up, and when I talk about it, you come talk about this next time. Because I have these that think slaves were the worst thing since life.
Well, that's because they're ignorant, and they're, I don't begrudge somebody being ignorant. That's fine. That means you just don't know. But when you're woefully and decidedly ignorant, now we got a problem. Because that means you're a fool, and you decide to be ignorant.
I may be ignorant then.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's not a bad word. That's not bad.
No, I got you. But my question is this though, because I understand that we tend to make things bigger than what they were as blacks. We do have a tendency of doing that. I don't even doubt that.
Sure.
But at what part? And I want to put words in your mouth. What part of racism? I mean, she's not racism. What part of slavery? That's the wrong question. Let me come back because that's not the right question.
Just ask it, and then we'll parse it out.
Just ask the question. We'll figure it out.
So are you saying that racism didn't exist at all in slavery?
No, not at all.
I won't say not. I won't say not at all. I say what? I guess would be what percentage would you say?
Of course there is racism because they believed that they were a superior race, just like I believe I'm superior to a dog, or I believe that I'm superior to a bovine that I eat. But I do know that I want to keep the cow healthy before I consume it. And therefore, I have to spend money. I'm not going to just slap it around and then mutilate it and because I own it.
And I also want to take care of the nature of the question that you brought up. I know you're still trying to figure out the question, John the Baptist, but when we say, are we saying was there any racism? Of course there was racism, but we also have to be careful about equating the difference between racism and slavery.
Yeah.
Because people had slaves, and they weren't necessarily all being crazy about it.
Also, you got. I don't think there's a such thing as racism. I still don't think that. I will still put it along the same.
Agreed.
As prejudice. Prejudice is what ruins everything.
There you go.
They want to intermingle racism with prejudice. No, prejudice.
I can't take what you just said.
Uncle Tom. You remember I made this very argument. You remember I made this very argument with old dude who came up here that one time.
Yeah. You know me. Like I said, I ain't gonna never say it again. I'm not gonna say it's racism. All I'm gonna say is it's prejudice. That's what it is. All prejudice.
So, Tom, I can't take what you just said just now about being prejudiced because I understand the difference between prejudice and racism.
Sure.
I struggle with the word prejudice in that situation
But what's
because
the difference, sir?
Why?
because prejudice, because to me in my mind, prejudice is when you prejudge before you actually know.
But we
Okay.
listen.
And so,
Okay.
so in my mind, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. In my mind, I'm looking at this situation in slavery time that was more than just that was tied to some race. What percentage is
Yep.
debatable? I'm not gonna get into the percentage,
Well, let me
but I
just
think
ask
there
you.
was.
Let me
Go ahead.
ask you then. Okay. Is there another race other than the human race?
Oh no, I mean, answer that question simply no. If you're
That was
going
a good
by,
question.
Okay. All
yeah, I
right.
mean, if you're going by
So
human
that
race, I mean, the answer the
so
question. There's only one race, the human race.
so then you acquiesce to Uncle Tom's point. Racism doesn't exist because there aren't several races. There's only one. Okay. Now, prejudice exists because, like
Anybody?
you said, you can prejudge.
Yeah.
I'm better than you. I look at you and I know I'm better than you. I'm taller than you, or I'm lighter than you, or I have more money than you, based upon preconceived notions. That is
But they
more apt
don't
than
have to.
someone saying you are a racist.
But they don't have to be preconceived. That's what
Where
Oh,
people.
well,
where
yeah,
I
there you go. There
where
you go. There you go.
They
It
don't have to
doesn't
be
have to be preconceived. Yes.
well
You
where you got to elaborate more for me then is then dealing with the social construct of race then
Well, the
that
social
exists.
construct of race, that's exactly what it is. It's a social construct,
Correct.
but it has no bearing on reality.
yeah.
There's no other race.
Okay.
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 So
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
John. Take this in consideration. Right now on Fetty's channel, they're talking about can you be born gay, right? And they
Oh my God.
have a thing over there, that they keep calling a she, right? A thing over there that they keep calling a she, but they're talking about natural versus unnatural, right? When they're describing, so they want to know the difference between unnatural and natural. And when I was just like this, in the human race, it's unnatural to say you're something that you're not, as far as one of those things. But they keep calling her she over there. You know what I'm saying? That's unnatural in the world. You don't come out saying that this is you were born in the goddamn wrong body. That's unnatural. And you damn sure ain't gonna call it a she, but they're over there trying to make it a thing. Make it a she. So I forgot where I was going with that, but
I'm
Yeah,
not.
I
Yeah,
don't think
you were losing me. 'Cause I was
I
like, I'm
don't think
trying to figure that one
I
out.
don't think
I had it
had
in my
nothing to do with what we
brain
was
when I
talking about.
started talking, but that
I was
shit.
fucked up for a minute, sir. I'm like
I
Resident.
was sitting there just like, wait,
I didn't know what we was
Yeah,
doing. I was
let
sticking
me
with
go
you.
back.
I said
you
maybe he
lost
got.
me. You
Hey,
lost me on that one.
I lost my motherfucking self. I was like, damn, I lost it right mid sentence too. I lost it. It's okay. Fuck it.
You was trying to make that equal to prejudice and racism. That's what you was trying to do.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how you I don't know how you were trying to get there, but that's what you was attempted to do.
Listen. I can't remember it either. Fuck it. I'll let it go. I
But
fucked that
again,
up.
okay, so I'll go back to what was being said before about it being socially, which makes it quote
Don't call
unnatural.
a rabbit a
Because
horse. That's a fact.
no matter where you went in the world, if you were one person or a group of people traveling across the world, no matter where you put your fucking footsteps, you would see something you would consider unnatural, according to your own social group. Period. People thought it was unnatural to eat other people, but in their social group, it was a normal thing.
Yeah, people think it's unnatural to eat dogs too.
But yet, in other people's social society, it's a normal thing.
It's normal to eat horses as well. I seen a motherfucking Chinese dude eat a horse head. I was like, this shit is nasty.
If you go
Monkey
to
brains.
McDonald's, you eat horse meat all the time at McDonald's.
Oh shit.
Again, there are people who come here. There are people who
Well,
come here and they go crazy when they see people eat hot dogs.
on the Siberian steppe, they eat horse all the time, and it's supposed to be delicious.
Well, I'll take y'all word for it.
Yeah, I've never had it. I'd like to try it though.
Oh, and they were pulling horse meat out of steak shops in Philly
Forever.
all through the 70s and 80s.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. That's true. I'd love to try that.
Yo,
That's gross.
easy, you ain't shit.
Don't tell me I'm buying steak cow steak when I'm actually buying horse steak.
Easy ain't lying though. He's not lying.
Sir, when
Listen,
you go to a Chinese store in Philly, you ain't eating chicken, sir.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're probably eating rat or cat. But look,
we already know if you're from New York, you ain't eating nothing but rat when you go to Chinese.
big giant toxic Avenger Master Splinter rats. Let me tell you, I want to eat an elephant steak.
Oh, you ain't shit. You don't eat no.
I don't mind. I don't mind trying stuff like that, but don't tell me something. Don't tell me what it. Don't tell me something else.
Oh yeah, that's wrong.
Don't do that to me.
All right, are we done with this one? We want to put this.
I'm still kind of confused, but I'll talk to you. We can talk about it later, though. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Listen, we ain't got.
No. Cause I'm not. It's not gonna get solved tonight. So keep on going.
Listen, we don't.
Does it ever get solved?
It will never.
I don't think it ever will.
It never will get solved. What are we talking about? We already know the answer to that. We already know.
Not until all the white people die off.
Well,
from some.
According to some people, right, that I was watching, people die off. We get their resources and shit.
Oh God.
I don't know if y'all want to watch that again, but that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, you crazy as a motherfucker.
I did not feel any smarter hearing that conversation.
You don't say.
No, first. No, sir.
Have you ever seen a nigga eat a horse head?
Watching that shit.
And make sure that the horse was dead?
I did send that to y'all.
No. I said it to you. I don't know. Who knows?
No, I sent it because I was going on the whole eating binge from different places. Oh my God, that was disgusting.
Yeah, man.
That was Is Black Thoughts okay? Y'all didn't talk in the chat at all today.
No, I don't think. Man, listen. I've been dealing with sick children.
Oh yeah.
So that's my spiel.
I hear that.
How many of your 15 kids are sick?
Every single damn one of them.
Damn.
Dang.
So
the fact that you got 16 kids is crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, the fact that your 20 of your kids got sick at the same time is outrageous.
Man, I'm surprised 30 of my kids got sick at the same time. You keep hearing the nomenclature just keeps rising with everything we say, right? All right.
It's not the nomenclature. It's the
number of miles Uncle Tom drove to get to Kai. It just keeps getting higher and higher.
That's the truth, though. Ain't no lies over there. That was 32,000 miles.
It was actually only
it's up to 32,000 now.
That's a fact. He had to fill up 62 times. Gas was only $1 a gallon, so it wasn't that
it was $1.50 a gallon. Actually, now I can't lie to you, it was $1.50.
If you drive to get some coochie now, $32,000, 32 gallons, 32,000 miles. I'm telling you right now, she must be a bad chick. Anybody doing that now?
Yeah.
Black Who the Fire. Every time you touch a white, does she get pregnant? Just when you just touch her?
That's accurate.
Like if you shake her hand, she get pregnant, right?
I'd say so.
Need to sell that sperm.
And that's gonna be like $1,000 a quarter ounce. No,
nobody wants to do sperm, sir.
There's a big market for it. What are you talking about?
Actually, hey. Black Who the Fire. That could be a little side hustle, bro. Because they literally said they need some black sperm up in this.
How much they offering?
I don't know, but they said they need black male sperm up in there bit.
You too short, LA.
Because I'm tired of giving mine away for free.
Yeah, me too. Fuck it. Mine don't swim that well, but they'll get there. They slow. They from Oklahoma. They'll eventually make it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. They gotta take a detour.
Yeah, black men needed that. Yeah, it's a fact. See, Kingdom Mind know they over there crying for them.
I got to tell you about what happened with my niece today. I got a call. I think I might be taking a trip to North Carolina. Yeah.
Make sure you slap Black Thoughts for me.
Yeah, I might be taking it. Oh, you know what? Because I'm gonna stop by and see Diesel too, just in case I get arrested.
You're not welcome to my state, son. Don't come here.
Oh God damn. God damn.
Sir, my family's from North Kakalaki, sir. Way before
they
you
can stay, They can stay with you.
Way before your little gold digging ass family was there.
Nah, I doubt that.
My family's from the SIP.
I'm pretty sure we'd be here way longer than y'all.
Alabama and Georgia. That's where my family from. My mama's side of the family. And
my
my
dad's
family.
It's the SIP, Louisiana, and Florida.
My family was the first slaves in North Carolina. I don't know what you're talking about.
Black. You see how Uncle Tom want to be Southern so bad.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He want to be from the South so bad.
Because Oklahoma's part of the South, you dumbass.
Sir, nobody consider Oklahoma anything. Y'all wasn't even a part of the war.
Oklahoma's the Midwest.
No, it's not, sir.
Sir,
it's not the Midwest.
Sir, what do you
on it?
Sir, hold on. Do you ever
No, it's not considered the Midwest.
Sir, hold on. No, I'm not talking about what is it considered. I'm talking about what do you always call it?
Goddamn South, bitch.
You never was called it the South, you piece of shit liar.
What I said it was.
You never called it the South.
What did I say it was, nigga?
Sir, you never called it the South.
What did I say it was, Nick?
Let's say the Midwest.
I did not say that. Not one time.
It can't be the South.
How much you want to put some money on it?
It's kind of below the Mason-Dixon. It's like on the borderline.
No. Fuck that. Put some money up, nigga.
I'm broke.
Oh, you ain't shit. I can show you. We already looked it up because it's part of the South, partner. I don't know what that deep breath was for, motherfucking LA. You might want to tuck your breath back in your throat, nigga.
I got a problem with you anyway. The way you was dick holding on Nighty show today, I was disgusted. I was trolling in the chat like a motherfucker.
How was that dick holding?
Blacks. He was with the my god, this motherfucker was with the blackity blacks today. He was right at home.
Explain.
I said, look at this shit right here.
No. That motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm talking about when the police pulled me over. Every time I turn around, they just keep fucking with me. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I did not say that one time.
Yeah, you did. Right, that's what I heard.
Let's bring it up, shit.
That's what I heard. Because I argue with cops every day. I was in the chat saying, look at this disloyal motherfucker.
I said I argue with y'all motherfuckers every Tuesday.
No. Did you say y'all? You said I argue with cops every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday I argue with my friends.
And I'm just telling you right now how the black man oppressed by the white man, and we can't do nothing every day. We just hold tight. I was typing in the chat. Look at this motherfucker. He married to a white woman. He talking this shit. Yo, he was a blackity black today, yo. It was disgusting. Oh, we oppressed.
Is that why he did that slavery question today?
Oh yeah, man. Yo,
I didn't do the slavery question today, but anyway,
he was a blackity black today. You had to hear this shit.
What I say?
Oh my god! I just told you. I just can't believe how the cops just pulled over innocent black man for no reason to beat him.
That shit.
That's what I heard.
Put some money on it.
That's what I heard.
Put some money on it.
I can't put on what I heard, sir.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So put some money on it.
We were just down and out.
No.
We just trying to live our life.
He still got
my name is Uncle Tom Kunta. That's what I said.
Yeah. Let's go. Put some money on it.
Martin Luther King was my hero. I said, look at this nigga right here.
Put some money on it, bro.
Yo, black. He said civil rights was the best thing that ever happened to black folks.
Hey, I like it, but I want you to put some money on it though.
No, sorry, I gave you $5 yesterday. I'm not giving you no more. I'm broke now. I'm fucking with y'all.
Well, what do you mean?
I never did get my $5.
Johnny Baptist, you a nigger and a liar, sir.
Sir.
No, actually, I think I said it back to you.
You letting them run away. You're letting them run away. I want this nigga to hold this L. Go ahead, because we know you like to bet, nigga.
Sir, I told you I cannot bet on what I heard. Now, if I didn't get the exact words, what the hell you want me to do? Don't hold me responsible for what my ears heard.
Okay, so let me tell you this. All right, let me tell you this.
Eyes, my people was free. I said, look at this shit right here.
Put some money on it for that kind of sounding like that.
How can you say, sir, that don't make any sense?
Yeah, listen, if it's even in the ballpark of what I said, I'll give you $5.
So you want me to bet money on what I heard?
About slavery, yes.
So was the conversation about slavery today?
Not for me.
No. Was the conversation about slavery today at any point?
Yes, early in the show.
So did you jump on the show?
Early.
No. You can't answer direct questions, motherfucker. Did you jump? I don't know. I'm asking you a simple question. Is yes or no?
Go ahead.
Did you jump on the show today?
Yes.
Did they talk about slavery today?
When I was up there?
No, nigger. I'm asking you a question. Did they talk about slavery today?
Yes, they did.
So in my mind, you was on the panel talking about slavery. Case closed. You proved my point. Weeds is free.
Shut the fuck up. Listen, I wasn't up there when they were talking about slavery.
I don't know. I don't remember that part. I just know I seen your black face up
you
there.
Don't remember that shit. I know you don't remember that shit.
I seen your black face up there talking about weeds is free.
I was talking about these shitty ass cops. Nigga. That's what I was talking about.
The banks don't loan black folks the money. I said this motherfucker got a 300,000 square foot house talking about the banks don't give black folks loans. What we doing here?
Oh, so I said that.
This motherfucker house, he got a mansion. He talking about weeds can't get a loan. I said, look at this shit right here.
How much money you putting on?
Yo, this motherfucker said they don't want to give us the car loan. I said this motherfucker crashed his car 32 times and they paid for it. But he's talking about the insurance companies don't ever want to do nothing.
Even Butterfly Jones in that nigga lies.
Butterfly Jones, mind your goddamn business, sir. I'm telling you what I heard. They tell these motherfuckers talking about the insurance company. He said my insurance is high. I was
trying to get them over there to argue with you on fucking Tuesday. That's what I want. I want the niggas in the chat to argue.
Sir, some motherfuckers ain't kind of come over there. I'm gonna tell you why. You gonna turn on them. You gonna turn on them. Yeah, you gonna turn on. You gonna be with them for about 10 minutes until they start talking that black shit, and then you gonna be like, you know what, y'all gotta go. That's what's gonna happen. So tell them come over.
I don't kick people out. That's not nothing I do.
I said you gonna try to get rid of them than that.
No, I won't even get rid of them. I keep them every time. Either man might listen. Either man was on his bullshit today.
Nah, he was kind of on point.
What?
He was when he was telling them about the life insurance and everything. When it was just.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
I mean, I came up.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
I'm about to whip them grandkids.
I gotta go plate. I gotta go plate this dinner up. They're all looking at me like I'm a steak right now.
You better get your ass to work.
That's indentured servitude right there. Go ahead, woman.
You better believe it, and I ain't never gonna work it off. It don't look like.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
That's how most white people died in slaves. It's okay.
That's a fact.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Out of here.
I came to tail end of that conversation. That tail end of the conversation, I was like, nah, the reason y'all motherfucker be crying because y'all motherfucker don't know y'all laws. Or don't know the fucking laws, your rights to anything. We say we know our rights until the cops tell you wrong.
But this is the argument, man, you continue to have.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody know all the rights, sir.
That's
not even lawyers and judges.
My thing is, I'm not even talking about the main quote unquote all 20 is it 26 amendments? Whatever, how many amendments there is. Shit, I don't know. No one knows all them shits. And not even that. They don't know all the laws that are in their the fuck is it called? Codes and all that other shit. Motherfuckers don't know all that shit. They don't. But the basic, I got some shit for you on Tuesday, bro. You hear me in the chat today? Shit,
I heard you in the chat today. You sounded very excited.
I'm telling you now, LA, you better come prepared Tuesday. Ooh,
I ignored you today, sir.
Bangers.
I ignored you today. I got something for you too. No, I don't. I lied. I just made that completely up. I literally just made that up. I don't have any video. I'm gonna find one though. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Okay, it don't matter. It's because you're gonna agree with me again, which is gonna automatically give us a dub again.
Shit.
I need you to stand on your cops' bad behavior, bro. Like y'all do. The thin black, blue, black line, whatever you call that shit. I don't know. Whatever color it is.
Whatever you call it.
All right. So
hey, let me you got it. All right, go ahead.
No, go, you go.
I'm sure you guys already knew. Did you guys see that they let that lady go who stabbed that guy
118 times?
Oh my! And the dog, and herself. My God!
They said she was high. Yep, they said she was high.
Marijuana is now an excuse for murder.
Mayo was hot. I don't know. Mayo was like he's about to go lock that bitch up.
I saw the ruling, a few days ago, and I forgot to talk about it with you all. But I'm just like, I understand being under the influence But nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And that's the reason why these motherfucking red pill niggas keep calling these motherfucking females goddamn children.
Damn.
That's why.
Man, just absolutely.
You can't hold these motherfuckers accountable for the same actions you'll do to hold men accountable.
And the crazy part is that imagine you driving a car drunk and you crash and kill somebody. Can you say, well, it was just alcohol? That's not
you can't say that. Yeah. So this judge just set a precedent, man. My God.
Yeah. Because now
it's
they're
scary
gonna start
now.
using that for alcohol because they're under the influence.
Yeah.
Because you knew better to do what you had to do. I mean, when are we going? No, what? I'm gonna leave it alone. That's
I'm gonna
not
talk
my
about that.
You knew better.
That's not my fight. That's y'all fight.
That ain't
Fuck
my
them
fight.
hoes. That's why you put a bullet in their head. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Give them nothing but hugs.
That sure ain't my fight.
Yeah, number lead.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Okay, so let's get into this conversation. Who was it? It was on Rumble. Who was a black? God dog. Who wanted it yesterday? Someone wanted it yesterday over on Rumble. The Devil's Lettuce. Yeah, that's a fact. Wanted to talk about Biden and what is it? Abbott. Biden and Abbott war against each other. First off, what does the poll say? Oh shit! Hold on, I want to end it. So right now, damn, that's pretty close. Biden administration at 47, Texas at 53. Damn, I ain't think it'll be that close. Holy shit!
In the refrigerator.
Well, you know what? I didn't vote. Let me go ahead and vote, man. Let me go ahead and throw my vote up in that bitch.
What are you talking about?
What you say, man?
What are you talking about? What poll are you looking at?
The poll on the channel
that Tom put up.
Huh?
You know we come through the strange yard, so
yeah, we kind of we don't see it. So the poll was who was going to win in the border issue.
Oh, okay. Texas.
Texas or the Biden administration?
Biden administration gonna win.
Oh shit! There's 34 votes on that bitch. God damn, 35.
35. Back down to 30.
Yo, so I'm gonna leave it up there. My question is to you. Let's go with you because since I know you always gotta leave and shit. You know. All right. So is Biden overreaching with the Texas National Guard? Meaning he said he's gonna federalize the National Guard in Texas. And it's funny. I thought once you federalize one, you gotta federalize them all. Am I wrong in that, Mayo?
No, sir.
I never even heard of this.
They get federalized individually all the time.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought once you federalize one, you federalize them all. But
No,
I didn't know. That's why I asked because I really didn't.
They didn't even federalize them when they during the riots. They just sent them out there.
No, that doesn't mean they're federalized. That just means they're sitting them up there.
That's what I said.
They didn't have the same police powers that y'all did.
Shit, they was locking motherfuckers up left and right.
Well, no, they was getting them to y'all to lock up.
I'd be damned. I ain't take one of them motherfuckers from them.
Oh, I didn't say fertilized. Did I say fertilized?
No. Sir.
Oh, okay. No. Well, I got a video. I got a couple of videos, but I'm gonna play this one first.
Shocking.
You know what, woman? What's stop screen? There we go. Jesus Christ! I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" All right, here we go. I kind of figured I would get a Houston reaction versus a federal fucking type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not federal, but like Fox News, CNBC, MSNBC, all them shits. I'd much rather get something that's on the ground, kind of, sort of. Yeah, local versus national. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah. So I thought this was a good little view.
Joe Biden in Congress.
Can y'all hear that?
They're standing.
It's crazy low.
drug cartels. They're standing with the
I know.
invasion that is targeting our state. We've seen 9.6 million illegal immigrants enter this country since Joe Biden became president, and this is deliberate.
He is cooperating, not just cooperating, but he's literally in partnership with these cartels.
We need to let Greg Abbott do his job, which is to put up the razor wire. I stand with Texas. We've got to secure this border.
Fueled by powerful beliefs and intensifying rhetoric, a literal standoff has developed on the border, pitting the Biden administration and federal forces against Governor Greg Abbott and Texas troops. At issue, a narrow Supreme Court ruling backing President Biden's authority to take down razor wire deployed by Texas as a deterrent against illegal crossings, specifically at a state called Riverside Park in Eagle Pass. The rub, the Governor Abbott is refusing to allow it, defying the president and invoking our state's right to defend itself against invasion.
This is an invasion by people we don't know who they are, where they're coming from, or the danger they may pose.
And so, as two heavily armed factions face off awaiting orders, 25 Republican governors issued a joint letter of solidarity with Texas, with some offering to dispatch their own troops to
This is going to be ugly.
our state. Meantime,
How
a
much
deal
trash
to
is there, bro?
dramatically
God
boost
damn.
border security in exchange for billions in military aid for Ukraine
pause
and
it real quick.
Israel is in serious
sir.
trouble. Panel, that's because
Remember when they said Trump was going to start a civil war?
That's a fact.
Like, yo,
That's a fact.
heard
And we
it?
didn't even talk about. I didn't even bring up the fact that Iran keeps bombing us, and they ain't doing shit about it. I mean, I know this happens all the time, but yo, he didn't even strike back at all. Not yet. It's been what? 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight.
It's been over a year, Tom. They've been
No,
attacking
I'm
these
talking
bases
about
like
where
this.
it intensified with actual trying to. Well, I guess you
That
go
was
with the
4 days ago. That was 4 days ago.
They said Trump was going to start.
No, it was one 3 weeks ago too. What as well?
No, I'm the one that killed people though was like 4 days ago.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. But I was talking about them just bombing shit.
Well, they've been doing it for over a year.
Iranian back fucking I know, man. But you want to keep it because it's been actually go back further than a year.
That's why I said over a year, Tom.
Yeah.
With no retaliation at all.
What did Conshine said? They made their bed with Trump. With Trump, the more they fight him, the more public support he gains. Well, that's true, but I don't even want to put it on Trump, right? I want to keep it right here. So let's finish this off, and then I'll say what I got.
Former President Trump has signaled to his supporters in Congress he'd rather blow up the bargain and let the chaos continue, presumably to preserve widespread public fury until the November 5th election. With that, let's start our conversation. Charles Blaine, is Donald Trump trying to blow up a border deal?
I think he's trying to do whatever it takes to get him over the hump and get him through this primary.
Oh,
He's going to
God.
get through easily and become president in November. And so whatever outcome needs to happen to get that, I think is what he's trying to do.
Always is
But
zesty
what's
black.
interesting about this is they're trying to claim that Texas doesn't have a right to do this. I mean, this is the same.
Well, he's still with Trump.
Okay.
He just said he doesn't have to do it, but if he can do it, he's gonna do it anyway to get him over the hump. So you can agree. I agree with him. He's gonna continue doing the shit. My thing is, Trump is absolutely right. Let me stop right there. I think Trump is absolutely right. He should fucking have them blow that fucking deal up. Let them eat that border situation. Don't talk about motherfucking abortion, and just keep the losses for the Democrats at an all-time high, and we good.
That's the smart play.
That's the smart play. It's the smartest play. But no, these niggas want to trade fucking border for goddamn Ukraine aid. This is the stupidest shit ever.
I want to see
Trump
if they
isn't blowing up the border deal.
I know it's not.
The
But
border
it's not in
deal's
favor of the
shit
deal.
anyway. Yeah, the
it
border
is.
deal's shit anyway. So
Yeah, because there's nothing in there that says you're gonna protect the border. And then they say, well, we don't know what's in it because we haven't seen it. So how can you say it's not? It's like I can't stand
you can
neither
read
one
it
of
after
you.
you pass it, right?
Yeah, because you had Ted Cruz be like, Ted Cruz, which I can't stand Ted Cruz, but I can deal with him, right? The motherfucker said, You know the Ukraine border. I think that's just gonna be a crappy fucking what do you say? Crappy bill. But we don't know what we seen in the bill because we ain't seen the bill. So how can you say it's crappy? But nevertheless, let them lose on everything. I mean, how many more months is it to goddamn November? We got 10 more months. Let these motherfuckers fail. 10 months go by like that.
You think they're gonna do it though? You think they're
What's
gonna
that?
kick themselves in the foot, kick themselves in the ass again?
Oh, the Republicans always kick themselves in the ass.
Because they're gonna do too much, and they're gonna make a stupid plea for something that's not even like. Remember, that's supposed to be a red wave, and then they did a stupid ass. I still don't understand why they did that abortion thing. It made zero
They
sense
didn't
at the
do an
time.
abortion thing.
What the Supreme Court did.
Court ruled on a case.
I understand that, but why at that time, Mayo? That's the $1 million question. That's all I'm asking. I get they didn't do
a
it.
ruling
The
every
Republicans
quarter.
don't pick the Supreme Court's
Yeah, the Supreme
schedule
Court picks it
for their
they do it every quarter. They pick up a lot of cases, and those cases come to the front. They didn't decide to push it back. They decided to keep going along through it like they do with every damn thing that doesn't make no goddamn sense at the time. And they made a ruling.
So it's just a
Here's the
coincidence.
thing. There were Republicans running on that shit as well. So that was the problem. Every last one that was opening their mouth about the dumb shit, to include dumbass Herschel Walker with his faggot. I mean, god damn it, with his gay son.
Nah, we're gonna erase this anyway. Have fun. Do your thing.
No, I'm not. I ain't erasing shit. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm a gangster, nigga.
Do it. Yeah, hey, that's what I'm talking about, sir.
But no, that was clear. But all they did was push it back to the states, and that's what I don't understand. I don't get it why that was such a big thing that people wanted to motherfucking do this shit. What did you call her? So you heard what I called that. Oh, I said his son, but you know,
He's
I
a
got
lesbian,
a video
sir.
for his son, but geez, his son is.
Play the video.
He was a
I
hell
never
of a.
seen his son.
He was a hell of a running
Was
back.
that his son on Fatty Neve?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Stop it! Stop.
He was a hell of a running back. That's all I know.
Yeah. Herschel. I thought Herschel would have did way better. You know, god damn it. But yeah, let's continue.
They put out the spoilers on him. Remember all them hit pieces they did on him?
Yo, you had an abortion, and then oh my god!
I say goddamn right. I ain't want that bitch take me to child support.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. He may have gave her the money, but we all know her body, her choice. So I don't know why I don't know why he let that rile him up. He could have fucking won with that. I'm in favor. Her body, her choice. I gave her the money. She ain't had to choose to do it. She could have kept the money, went to McDonald's. I don't give a shit. But he didn't say that. He let these motherfucking. Let's continue.
Framework that cities and states who claim to be sanctuary cities use when they want to justify bringing people in. Well, Abbott is using it to justify keeping people out because it is an invasion.
Hold on, I don't know if I heard
Congress
that.
is so ineffective.
Charles Blaine.
That's too far.
Easily and become president in November. And so whatever outcome needs to happen to get that, I think is what he's trying to do. But what's interesting about this is they're trying to claim that Texas doesn't have a right to do this. I mean, this is the same framework that cities and states who claim to be sanctuary cities use when they want to justify bringing people in. Well, Abbott is using it to justify keeping people out because it is an invasion. What I find crazy is that Congress is so ineffective that they can't even decouple spending from border. If border is such an issue that 25 governors, half of the country, are signing on to a letter saying it's that important, and they can't decouple other issues from that just to address that. That just shows how ineffective it is.
All right, let's go to one of our two lawyers on the panel. Bill King, what do you make of this? This is crazy that we have a federal-state standoff with armed people down there.
So this is a lot of political theater is what this is. I saw some video last night. I was researching for the show. A few miles up the river, people are crossing like crazy. And Texas law enforcement people were loading them onto buses to be taken to processing centers. So, this is just political theater for a national election that's coming up. I think it's sort of interesting. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've just been in a complete quandary to understand either the policy or the politics behind Biden's, border. I mean, neither one make any sense. And I talked to people yesterday that said that Biden's internal numbers show he's down 32% on the border itself. And that suddenly sent panic off. I don't know what took him so long. And that's why you see this sudden pivot. Well, we need to make a deal. I'm going to get tough. I'm going to close the border. I think it's a little late to make that case, but that's what he's going to try to do.
You agree with that?
Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
And how come the bill, if that's true, how come the bill doesn't contain anything on securing the border?
I was gonna say the same thing, man. You took the words right out of my mouth. I think he's too far into it. He's got to stand in it. He's gonna stand in it as long as he can, because he made that shit like it is. He the one had Mariocas motherfucking stupidly goddamn weld those goddamn gate doors open. Do y'all remember that? No one remembers that?
Yeah.
People don't remember that he got them shits welded open.
The only problem is, Tom,
Mm-hmm.
you really think that mushmouth Biden is actually making those decisions?
No, you know I'm not. You know I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
You know damn well I don't believe that shit.
And that's the biggest problem, is we don't know who's actually making these decisions.
Yeah, but like I said, they're too far gone. They can't go back on it, right? They're too far into it.
Yeah, they're whatever agenda.
They're literally like I said, 10 months away from an election cycle. If they change course now, they say Trump was right.
That's why they're trying to push the Republicans to acquiesce to their stupid deal, this non-existent deal that they're talking about. Republicans won't agree to. They want Republicans to agree to more money to them. Go ahead.
Here's the problem, right? You got this dumbass named Lindsey Graham that's
I
now
can't-
saying bomb Iran, which is, hey, do what you got to do, right? But tell me something that he ain't. Tell me one war that he was against.
Not one. The war on poverty.
No, he ain't even warring against that.
No, but seriously,
Hot trash, bro. I don't like Lindsey Graham, dog.
me either, man. Or what's his name?
Bitch McConnell.
Bitch McConnell. Yeah, I can't stand either. They're both rhinos, and they do more harm than they do good. And the point that I'm making is there's no language in that bill about the border. It's only about giving them more money, more power. It has nothing to do with the border. They want to have a pathway to naturalization of illegal aliens.
Yep. They
That's
want a
it.
pathway to naturalization.
And that's it. Instead of listen, the laws are already on the books. We keep hearing these people say, "Oh well, there was an influx of illegal migrants, as they call them, when Trump was in office." I'm like, no, there literally was not. The issue here, like there was during Obama, but Obama was given the width and breadth to eliminate the threat by caging children and deporting people. So if he could do it, why can't Biden do it? And it's because it doesn't fit their agenda. There's scores of footage of both him and all the other Democratic presidents talking about what an affront to the American populace it is to allow groups of illegal immigrants to come here and steal jobs and resources, and then they flip on us like this. It wasn't haphazard. It was an agenda, and we know what that agenda is.
All right, good points. All good points.
Well, Bill's brilliant always, but look,
I like you.
Yeah, here's what's going on here. The Biden compromise they're talking about in Washington, it's not closing the border. They're going to propose to put a numerical limit on the number of people who can come into the country illegally every day, and I think the number was being bandied about is 5,000. Well, that's over 1 million people a year. So the whole system, the bill's a joke. Trump butting in, he just needs to shut up. I mean, seriously,
tell him
he needs to
again.
let Congress and the Republicans in Congress do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But the idea it needs to be delayed because it helps them politically. I don't know whether that's true or not. Biden can close the border tomorrow. Instead of having his border patrol be an escort service, he can actually have them enforce the law. But he's not doing that. And the motivation, I think, is I think that replacement theory idea, it's to bring people in who they think will be captive to the left wing in this country and vote for them because they're losing blue collar workers.
Chal, no one's against immigration. I think there's a lot of people who are against uncontrolled illegal immigration.
I am. I'm against
Talking
it.
about people on the other side who are trying to
Wholeheartedly.
get in here.
End it
What's
now.
your take as you watch this unfold?
Well, first of all, I think Charles called the election in November that Trump is going to be elected.
correct.
So let's not let's not forget that. I can't get that out of my head right now. Charles. I can't get that out of my head. Well, here's what I'd say. $11 billion has been spent on Operation Lone Star. To what end? And we're talking about razor wires. And yes, maybe along the border there are people coming in, but let's us not forget those families and children who are desperate to come over for a better life. The Republican strategy.
Shut up, bitch.
We don't owe them a better fucking life.
How much did she say has been spent?
11 billion.
Yeah, she's lying. It's 11.2 million on razor wire and 1.2 billion on
she's
other measures.
What she's doing, Mama, is that Roland Martin math. You remember how we caught Roland Martin in the lie with his math? She's doing because what she's including in that number is the amount of money that they spent in these cities taking on these illegal immigrants in New York, Chicago, Boston, not Atlanta, in the line. Denver, Colorado, etc. They're talking about cutting municipality money for them in Denver. So it's insane. But the point that I'm making, first of all, two things I wanted to say. Why is it that he needs to shut up? Why does Trump need to shut up? A citizen of the United States who is exercising his free speech through the First Amendment, the First Amendment right to speak. So he wants him to shut up. It doesn't matter. He can talk all he wants. How's that hindering them from legislating?
It's not.
It's not hindering them from.
It's not hindering, but what it's doing,
Okay,
right?
give me 1 second.
It's keeping the spotlight. It's keeping the spotlight on him, right? One of these days, they're gonna have to take the spotlight off him and actually fucking do their fucking job. But everyone knows, as long as Trump is talking, the left and the progressive motherfuckers are always gonna put him in the middle of everything. So if he doesn't say nothing, they can say, well, never mind. They're gonna keep bringing his name up.
They're gonna still bring him up when he wasn't saying nothing. The news cycle was terrible, and they were still trying to bring his name up.
Exactly, and people looked, and we saw we saw the motherfucking legs underneath the dress, and they was motherfucking skinny as shit. So that's why
and hairy.
They couldn't do shit. Their coverage was terrible. Matter of fact, they had a writer's strike on them motherfuckers too. All of them.
People got fired.
People got fired because no one was watching a bullshit. So
and then Don Lemon,
you know what he should do? He should just strictly stick to motherfucking campaigning and sure up his policies that he wants to put in place. That would be Trump's better goal to do than to fucking sit there and keep talking about this last election. Why? Who gives a fuck? The last election is over with. Dog, talk about the motherfucking policies you want to do. Talk about how many motherfuckers you want to throw in jail. I will gladly go with you on that one. Let's actually put these motherfuckers in jail.
If he needs to hire anybody to be part of the task force that goes in kicking doors down, sign me up. I'm coming right. I'm coming, boy. Just arm me, deputize me, give me federal agent powers.
Hey, who wanna band with me to send this bitch back to China?
Oh man, I will be over the moon.
Her name is Chow, so I would think that's Chinese. I'm sorry, that's Chinese. Yeah, we send
it is. I'd be over the moon, man. They hate me. They see me coming. Oh, there he is.
Didn't they do the exclusionary act on these people? Let me stop.
This nigga's crazy.
Let me stop. I'm stupid. Well, let's continue. Oh shit, I fucked up.
They're very good at words, right? Words like cartel, words like invasion that get into the public consciousness. there has to be, and we always go back to that safe and responsible path to citizenship. There are so many immigrants who want to come over from Central America, from
It's
South
not our
America, from
job.
Mexico, to have a better life for their kids and their families. Why don't we figure out that?
What about our kids and our families?
All right, tomorrow.
That's a fact, man.
I saved you for last.
I appreciate it. Charity begins at home. Why don't we figure out whether 11 billion can help the families who want to do better, who are already have been there, been born here?
Tell them, man, this
Do
bitch.
something about the inner cities in Chicago, LA, DC, Detroit, Houston, Memphis, Florida, everywhere. Why can't we do something about that? That's what they need to be looking at. You said they want to come over here for a better life. Where's the opportunities for those that are here? What COVID did to this country and to this nation, to those who are already marginalized, who still have not.
Oh, here we go.
We need to do that. I'm telling you, I said it before and I'll say it again. Even though his ass lost in court, now he got to pay that lady $83 million, and he tried to appeal it, he gonna lose. His policy at the border was right. It was right. You cannot allow and continue to allow anybody and everybody who wants to come in here, because all skin color, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and you don't know what their
I
tradition
hate that.
is. So
I
yes,
hate
they
that.
need Abbott. Damn, it's gonna choke me. He right about this. He does need to monitor the Texas border.
Skin folk, skin folk. I hate that.
Bro,
I hate
that
that.
hurt her. That hurt her motherfucking soul to say Trump and Abbott's right. Dog. Damn, that's crazy.
Well,
it hurt her whole fucking heart and soul.
So in the city, so in Chicago, down in the neighborhood that I went to high school in, illegal immigrants broke into one of those giant apartment buildings, and now there's over 400 of them living in an apartment building. Of course, the cuck of an owner, who of course is white, said, "Oh, when I found out, I was just like, whatever I got to do, let them in, let them live here. We'll deal with everything else later." But here's the thing: as soon as one of them start getting mail there, now he has to try and fight getting them out one by one if they don't pay rent. So is he going to foot the bill? Then they are required to have utilities. So he's going to have to turn the utilities on, and he's doing this with many of his apartments all across the city. So who's footing that bill? He is. And then if he's not, then the citizens of the city are, because they remember they want a pathway for citizens to allow illegal aliens to stay in their domiciles. Remember that? So here we are.
That's starting to happen in all major cities where the city council is asking people to take in these illegal immigrants into their house. Shit, I got a bullet for one. I don't care what it is. I'll take your ass back to where he is.
How long till they offer tax incentives to do it?
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up pretty soon.
How long before
this is the reason why I said that Biden's gonna win again, right? Because he has to continue to fuck this country up some more. And the way to do that is continue to allow illegal immigration. By that time, the fix is already fucking in. Y'all niggas gonna own nothing and love it, This is Joe Biden and his entourage's, whoever's running the show, mentality. They're gonna continue ramping in these motherfucking slaves so we can go back to the industrialism that we used to have. That's what I think. But that's just my personal take. I think they want to go back to industrial boom that we had before.
But we can't, because we have minimum wage laws.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, when you have slaves, you can say the minimum wage is $30, right? But it doesn't mean that when $1 is worth 10 cents. Right or wrong?
Yeah, but your labor outside is still less.
Again, that doesn't matter when you.
Yes, it does.
It's what I'm saying is gonna end up being socialism. That's what I'm saying. So that wouldn't matter. Because they got what they wanted, which is to destroy America.
We're witnessing a Fourth Reich. You're absolutely right. That's what we are witnessing. These people.
I mean, we're already up with almost 13 million different people into this country. 13 million, man.
But industrialization isn't just wages.
No.
I understand.
You're gonna have to roll back the EPA.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to roll back OSHA and all the other regulations.
I don't think you would have to roll it back. I'll just think you would have to that you'll have to centralize government.
No, they'll just create it. They'll create a new rule, just like they did for COVID.
They're just going to centralize government into one pack, just like what they want to do. That's it. It doesn't have to really change anything. They just say, "Hey, we want everything's going to be run by the government. Government's going to tell you dictate what you can and can't do, and all those laws and the Constitution that it was before. Yeah, we're going to throw those out the goddamn window."
Oh yeah, and how do you think that's going to be any way successful?
No, do you think they want success?
They want success for them.
Yeah, they will always be taken care of. The elites will always be taken care of. But do you think they give a fuck about success for us? No. Look at Venezuela. Do you think the people at the top is not successful? They are. Look at fucking Ukraine. They're fucking rich people. Ain't out there fighting on the
for
battlefield.
manufacturing, they're still competing on a world market.
Sure, Mayo. I hear you, sir.
I mean,
but give me a better reason. Give me
reindustrialization is the plan at all.
Okay, give me a better reason why they're offloading up with 13 million different motherfuckers in this country, and you can't just say it's just to win back the left to make sure you have a voting base, because 13 million ain't enough.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because it's not going to say all 13 million of those are going to motherfucking vote for the left.
There's a high chance they will.
They'll vote for who
You
gave
said
them
that, Louis. They thought that shit in Florida too, and it didn't end up that way.
Yeah, but Tom, as far as Hispanics go,
Mm-hmm.
Cubans are distinctly different from all the others in the fact that they left communism.
Okay, again, which one of these countries?
And even their first generation.
Most of these countries that they're coming through the border are leaving communism, sir.
No, they're not.
Communism or socialism. They're not all coming from Mexico. They're not all Mexicans.
They're not all coming from Venezuela either.
I know they're coming from 65 different countries.
Yeah, and how many communist countries are there, Tom?
There's a lot.
How many?
I don't fucking know. You tell me.
3.
It's only 3?
Actually, 4. Sorry, 4.
How many socialist countries are there?
Aren't they one and the same?
No. They don't think so. How many socialist countries?
All right, so let's talk about the communists. There's China. There is, my goodness, not Myanmar. What's the name of that country?
You got Socialist Republic of Cuba, Lao People's Democratic Republic, and you got Russia or Vietnam. Sorry.
But then you have,
those are Marxists, and let's go with those are Marxist countries. Let's go with.
They're all the same.
Yeah,
all that's the same.
You said the Democratic Republic?
Yeah, they call themselves that. There's nothing.
Yeah, East Germany called themselves the Democratic German Republic. I mean,
and then you got the People's Republic of Algeria. Portuguese Republic is a semi-constitutional republic. They got they're talking about all the parliamentaries in the states. Marxists. There's more Marxists than we think. There's a lot of those that are Marxist states. Socialist. Korea is a socialist party.
South Korea.
South Korea is not one. That's North Korea.
I mean, I'm sorry. I am North.
Hey. And what the fuck is a WA state? What the fuck is a WA? Oh, it's a Communist Party of China. Okay.
I'm surprised the DR it called itself that, because they all about capitalism over there.
No, but we have them.
Yeah, they all about capitalism over there. Like, them motherfuckers are hustlers.
North and East Syria is libertarian socialist.
I hate that shit.
And Zapatista It's a libertarian, socialist, confederal,
The
semi-direct
definition of
democracy.
libertarian
What the
socialism.
fuck? That don't even make no fucking sense. No, but that's my thing. It doesn't even matter. They're coming from 165 different countries and territories, bro.
What's the definition of a libertarian
But
socialism?
they're not fleeing for freedom, sir.
I know they're not fleeing for freedom. Do you think these motherfuckers give a fuck about? Okay,
they're
what
fleeing
I'm saying
for
is
money.
you can't just bank on them actually gonna motherfucking be democratic. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
They're gonna vote for who gives them the most shit.
And again, I think that's okay. If that's the only reason why,
that's the way it's gone with populations. I mean, am I wrong?
No. Well, do you think that's the only reason why they're bringing them over here?
Well, they're trying to make up for the supposed declining birth rate bullshit.
That's a basic bullshit reason, though. That's why I said it has to be more than that. Has to be more than that. It's not even smart.
What president we dealing with?
Biden.
And you think he's using any type of reason?
I wasn't saying him. I'm talking about the people that's running him. That motherfucker's a shell, dog.
But you
that
think
motherfucker couldn't even say like, what the fuck did you just say, nigga? What did you just say? So no, he's not running shit, dog. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
I get that. But I'm saying you looking for reason for people who are literally unreasonable. I don't know if it's that hard.
They got reason for why they do everything, though.
Yeah, but doesn't mean it's smart.
And most of it surrounds keeping political power.
Yeah, I think I'm with Mayo on this one. I think they think they can get the numbers.
Goes more than that, bro. It has to. Because you can bring over 1 million motherfuckers. That don't mean shit when you handing out candy. They're not working.
That's how you crash the system.
That's what I said. They're trying to crash the system so it can bring in more of the same shit. It's not to stay in political power. The political power doesn't mean shit.
It's not to deindustrialize the U.S.
in political power. All they gotta do is do the same thing they did before.
It's not to reindustrialize the U.S. either.
I would think so because they're already crying about that shit. When you got the left and the right complaining about China and all of our manufacturing being over there, when we're outsourcing everything, yeah, it's a problem. It's not a minor problem because you got both sides arguing for that. And that's when I look at shit and I'm like, yo, there's got to be a reason why they're bringing upward 13 million people in here. Not just to win the election. That's part of it. Ooh, true. But those 13 million ain't gonna give you what you need in the long run because people gonna start. Listen, it's gonna crash the system, especially money wise. That's why I said it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people you bring
13 million. That is. I think 13 million is Stanford's number. I heard it was triple that. It's more like 30 to 40 million that are already here.
I don't think it's that high.
It is.
If you look at what
I'm talking about over a 4-year period. I mean,
I'm saying currently they said that there's 11 to 13 million, but there's more. Yeah. It's around 30.
That 11 to 13 million is the ones that they actually encountered and put through the system. There's plenty that just walked across and kept walking.
Like OG shit. Stop crying and being American. Go to work or something. Hey, 13 million is a swing states. I'm not disagreeing with you. They're easy, but the problem with that is they're not sending them all to swing states. They're sending them all to already Democratic held pieces of shit states. And then once they find out they're coming over from Florida, most of them are going back to somewhere else. This cracker ain't playing about these. Let me get my crack ass cracker. My thing ain't. Where's my crack ass cracker? Oh, you motherfucker! Now it's not working. You son of a bitch. There it goes. Cracker ass cracker. That crack ass cracker over here in Tampa, well, not Tampa, and where the fuck Tallahassee ain't playing that shit. I think there's more of agenda than this just to win elections.
Well, I think it's to create a new labor class. I think it's several fold. Is to create a new labor class, to create votes for their side in perpetuity, to strengthen their leftist ideologies. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to usurp, overthrow, and do it ad nauseum. There's no real, I'm not, it's subversive in nature. There is no just one end goal. That's why I'm saying it's several fold.
I agree with that one. But I got another video. Well, not that game, motherfucker. This one. 1 second. That motherfucker's gay as cat shit, boy. Yeah. So I want y'all to listen to this good old white man and see what he has to say. Fucking Lord, bro.
What's going on, guys? I know y'all come to my page because of the comedy and I just play around on here. And I don't get political very often. Sometimes I have some things to say about things. I live in Texas. I was just in Eagle Pass and I've got some videos I need to show you guys. Because you're watching the news, whether it's CNN or Fox, you're letting these news media idiots get you riled up against each other. Let me show you some videos that might just calm your ass down and make you turn off the TV. Watch this. All right, so this is the wall, the fence that we put up. And they put up a secondary fence because they opened the gates. There's some armed guards with some pretty serious weaponry. Pretty intimidating, right? Here's your razor wire in between the two bridges that are in the entrances into Mexico and also the entrance to Eagle Pass. There's some Hummers, some more guys, right? We're protecting, we're keeping them out. This is 0.5 miles from that area. 0.5 miles from where they set up their cameras. 0.5 miles from where they have all the people there. And it's right down the road. I left this long to show you just how short of a drive it is for us to get to a point where all that we just saw does not matter. And they're just getting you riled up against each other because it's election time. And right about here is where you're going to see it. What's that? Where are the armed guards? Where are the AR-15s? Where's the razor wire? Where's the gates? That's half a mile from where the media is blowing up.
That sounds like a question he should be asking Biden.
We're having this big battle. So that was one gate. That was the very first gate that I saw. We drove down a little bit more. There's one. It had a chain on it. So you keep driving down the road. You got Trump's wall doing its job. This one has never even had a gate. So to me, doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, libertarian. It doesn't matter what you are. And you're posting about this Texas versus the feds and we could have a civil war. I'm telling you right now, if a civil war breaks out, it's not because there's something good to fight over. It's because it's election time. It is because the news media is corrupt and you need to turn the TV off. I don't care what news media you watch. Just go down there and look yourself. Go look. The things that they are saying that the feds and Texas are fighting about is a stretch that is not even a mile. How long is the border? They can just walk right over, and those gates keep going and going and going and going. I know you're thinking, well, just 2 gates. No, they're all open all the gates. It's a whole hoopla over this little bitty section in Eagle Pass in between a bridge and a bridge. Only place that there's guards. So if you can't get in half a mile of our border, you just walk down the road and you go across the border there. All you folks posting about this, you picked a side and you think you're doing the right thing. But all of you need to reevaluate the country you live in and the information that's being given to you. Because I wanted to be on the Republican. I wanted to push on the Republican side. Hell, I'm from Texas. I'm in the middle no matter what usually, but I wanted to lean towards that side. And once I got down there, I was like, nope, I don't know. Believe what you want to believe. But I recorded those videos. No one sent me that. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but turn the TV off.
What say you, good peoples?
Just because he don't see it, it don't exist, huh?
What do you mean he didn't see?
The entire border area of Eagle Pass is separated by a river.
Yeah.
And those gates he showed are nowhere near a half a mile from Eagle Pass.
Well, Eagle Pass on the other side of those gates,
You
which
can
is
you
weird.
can see it. You can see it on Google Maps.
Yeah, I know.
Google
I know what
Earth.
Eagle Pass is. I've been to Eagle Pass a couple times.
Yeah.
But regardless, what do you think about all those gates being open, good sirs?
I think the governor of Texas isn't doing a good job.
Isn't?
Yes.
I agree with you. He can do more. Instead of worrying about one place, stretch them some bitches out. But I don't know, man. This shit is crazy, bro.
Oh, and
I agree with them that they're fucking they're playing on motherfuckers' heartstrings, trying to get everyone riled up on shit. I do agree with that. Because it is an election year. And this is what they do every election year, whether you're Republican or Democrat. Oh shit! I just made some money.
Well, anybody who refers to a civil war is doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's stupid.
So he's doing the same thing he's accusing the fucking media of doing.
Well, he didn't say that they're going to have a civil war. He said anyone that's posting that there's going to be a civil war. It's crazy. He said go see it for yourself. That was his thing. Don't listen to none of them. Go see it for yourself. I mean, it ain't horse and buggy times. You can literally take a plane. You can literally drive your motherfucking car down there and visit it your damn self, and it's not illegal to do so.
Yeah, I've seen enough of it. My dog myself. I lived in El Paso, along that border wall for El Paso for 3.5 years. I'm not going back there if you pay me. Furthermore, yeah, those gates are open. I've seen them in El Paso open as well. I mean, what he's telling me is that the issue at hand shouldn't be an issue. We should be dealing with all the issues at once. And that could be apt for him and his regime when he runs for governor and wins. But since he's not, does he have a valid point? Sure. He exercises his First Amendment right to record and to speak. But people are going to have to come up with their own decisions. I guess that's what he's asking people to do.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, yeah. But I think we can do better. That's all. I think we can do better as a collective. Instead of believing everything these motherfuckers. I know everyone here don't believe all that shit.
But
landmines
are better.
That's a fact. Shit, a guard tower with anyone up there, any soldier. I think they should active duty on that motherfucker. What happened? What happened to active duty guard? Mayo?
World War II.
Do they not?
That's who used to actually guard the border before 1943.
Well, I know, I get that, but I don't know why they stopped using the active duty guard. They don't work around or work usually with.
They still do.
Regular soldiers.
They still run missions on the border.
Oh, okay.
And guard units rotate in and out of it. So do active duty units.
Mm.
But it's all surveillance and monitoring.
Yeah.
It's not enforcement.
I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Because there's actually been a lot of Marines that have been busted running illegals over the border.
Oh, is there?
Oh yeah. A lot of service members, period.
Sheer amount of illegals entering are a direct result of Biden's policy. That's a fact. It's been yeah.
The whole thing that 98% of the ones that apply for asylum don't get accepted. And that was Trump's whole remain in Mexico policy. You will stay in Mexico until you get accepted into our asylum system.
Yeah. They're supposed to be standing in motherfucking Mexico. Or the first country of origin.
They should have claimed asylum the first border they came across.
Mm-hmm.
That's UN rules for asylum.
But that's why Trump wanted to get us out of the UN, because we all know they're full of shit.
And that's why I say they're not coming here for safety.
No, of course not.
Because if they were looking for safety, they'd have
Well,
stopped the first
they
place
keep
that
calling
wasn't their
them
country.
an environmental
They're
refugee.
economic migrants. They're economic.
Yeah, economic. What is it? I heard economic. I heard client.
Climate change bullshit.
Climate change. What do they call it? Climate change something. They keep coming up with new names for motherfucking illegal immigrants. I'm just like, what the fuck? But the fact of the matter is, you got all these fucking so-called Americans that motherfucker. Oh, we need to allow all of them in. You know they're still doing that shit, right? That shit is insane to me. At all these major conferences, even in Chicago, you have a group out there fighting for more illegal immigrants to take over these schools where kids have to work, have to homeschool. Guess what? Then all the money that these kids are getting, it should be going to the motherfucking. It should be going to the motherfucking parents. The motherfucking put their kids in private school. What's that?
The mayor of Chicago?
No. There's other groups that's doing it.
But he's the main one.
Well, he's not asking for more illegal immigrants. He doesn't want more illegal immigrants. He didn't backed away from his stance the whole time. Now he's just saying we're gonna take care of as many we can, but because he was fighting.
Not telling him not to come.
Well, telling him not to come means nothing because that bus gonna keep coming.
Dude, he can put troopers on his borders too.
Yeah, we can still put them too.
I mean, Illinois can put state troopers on their borders to protect their state.
Do you think they're gonna do it?
No, because they're Democrats.
Exactly.
But if Chicago and Illinois' government wanted to stop it, they could. Obviously, they don't.
Well, no, I agree with you on that one. Oh, I can't stand it.
All Chicago and New York, they don't want less migrants. They want more money for those migrants.
Yeah. But the thing about it is they're not getting more money from the government. And that's the problem because
Joe Biden told
Joe Biden gave in a cold shoulder snub for show, boy. Hey, look at Blacks with a Fire. You still here? No, he ain't here. LA, you here?
Yes, sir.
Where's our main avocado hater?
He's in the chat. He's in the chat. I'm gonna tell you about look at your homeboy.
His hot wife over who bounces over, makeup done, hair done, and
Jesus Christ,
it's over there, and he's looking at
whose son is that?
Old Herschel.
That's old Herschel Walker's son.
But he can't stand Herschel. Well, he can't stand his dad.
Yeah, I know.
His dad did this to him, man.
No, his dad didn't do it to him.
Yes, he did.
No, that was his mama.
And I said his dad did it to him
hey, he paid for that motherfucker to be aborted. It didn't happen. Yeah, that's fucked up. Holy shit.
at her like she hung the moon, and he's a hot guy, by the way. And then he proceeds to...
I can't do it.
He said he's a hot guy.
I can't do it, sir. I just can't do it. That's not... That motherfucker hurt my soul right there.
Oh,
Shit.
and let's be honest. Herschel Walker was a horrible fucking pick to begin with.
Oh, that's a fact. I agree with you on that one.
I mean,
but he's what the establishment wanted.
A black male.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he fits that bill.
That's the only bill he fit.
A homosexual, feminine male, black male is what they wanted. And they got a couple of those. Him, that one other dude, dark skinned guy, whose name I can't remember. He came to power during Trump's run in 2016. Who claims he's a army veteran? I can't remember this guy's name. But all the Republicans are ousting him because they're like, you don't represent us. I don't know.
Where's Cage? Okay. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Son of a bitch. Damn it. What was I gonna ask? Man, I'm tired.
What?
Man, I can't remember what the fuck I was gonna ask. Fuck. Oh. Let me show you something. I remember what I was gonna ask. I wasn't gonna ask nothing. I was gonna play a video. Because I know that you know LA. I think you did a story on this bitch, but look at this.
Mississippi, just south of Jackson, Mississippi,
Dude,
at
did you
this
do a story on
Walmart.
this chick
That's where
at the
26-year-old
Walmart
Cambria
product?
Darby was arrested
No.
after walking in the store
No,
with her
you didn't.
2-year-old son wearing a
No,
diaper.
don't do it, bro.
The city, just like a
They
lot
just
of other
fired
areas
her.
in the United States.
Say again?
Yeah, don't know. They fired her ass for that.
Well, they fired the chick who fucking videotaped it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
the employee.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought it was.
And
you.
they
Never mind.
arrested the mother.
Yeah, they did arrest the motherfucker. We ain't gotta watch it because no, no, sir. Oh. Let me go back to my. What is this? No. What the fuck? I'm going crazy. You know what? We're gonna go over the X right now, man. That was dumb. Yeah, it was dumb, Kingdom Miner. She brought that baby up in there in what is it, 20-degree weather with just a diaper on. And then
Plastic bag.
No, that wasn't a plastic bag. That was her coat. And then a patron of the store bought the baby some clothes and gave the baby the clothes. But yeah, that's nigga being nigga. That's a nigga being a nigga.
Jigabet.
Did I do that story? Oh, okay. I did that story. See, I knew someone did it. I want to show y'all this. This is what I was. Hey, LA, we were talking about this in the back chat, right? About how we not ready for electric cars like we say we are.
Negative degrees out here in Chicago. My car needed charging. So, of course, you look for the closest charger station, which for me was Evergreen. I made it to Evergreen charging station, and of the 10 stations, I want to say 9 or 8 of them are all broken and unable to be utilized. So, of course, as you can see, you have multiple vehicles that have died and are unable to be charged. You have people who are stuck out in negative degree weather. You have a tow truck here who is trying to help and support. But again, all of these charging stations no longer work. So it is negative degrees out here in Chicago.
Yo, I'm so glad I ain't got no goddamn Tesla, dog. Ooh wee. No,
You'd be
I was
fine,
gonna
sir.
buy one at one point in time.
You'd be fine in Florida with it until the salt
Oh, I
comes
don't
in.
give it. Yeah, I'm not worried about that because I won't do it. I don't want. No, I'm good.
But literally half the country, they're unusable for half the year.
That's crazy. And they still saying that's the future. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. So
Well,
what do you think?
imagine
I'm
something like a tornado comes through, Tom,
mm-hmm.
and your town is 100% energy from the sun and from the wind. What's your chance of recovering?
Yeah, I wouldn't live there, Mayo.
No, it's none.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because
I
all
wouldn't
that
live
would
there.
get destroyed with the rest of the town.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You know, it's easy to run up a couple of temporary poles and get power to the town. It's not so easy to rebuild
Not
an
only
entire
that.
solar farm.
Yeah, just not only that. I don't know how they would act in the flood.
Oh, what?
Hurricanes?
That shit is
Shitting
dead.
me.
It's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's done forever.
And you can't
Why
buy a
can we
used Tesla.
Yeah, and that's why, man, this is crazy. I went down a rabbit hole, right? Did you know they made a V8 fucking hydrogen fuel cell car? Well, hydrogen. What do they call it? Shit, let me see. Let's see what they call this shit, man. I thought that shit was ingenious. V8. I don't think it's ready for the market yet, but they say they got it. They was working on it 2 years ago. And now they got it. Now they got it down to a thing. Hold on, where is that? It's got to be in there somewhere. So I went down a fucking rabbit hole because we're supposed to be talking about that. Remember?
Yeah. The problem is they don't have enough fuel stations for them.
No.
Well, the conversion, the conversion is a lot easier than you think.
I know they still don't have a lot of fueling
Yeah,
stations.
but converting the infrastructure to refuel them is not simple.
It's easier than to keep rebuilding goddamn diesel stations for Teslas.
Teslas aren't diesel, sir.
Yeah, well, I know they're not diesel. What do you think is charging those goddamn chargers too?
Coal mostly and natural gas.
Shit, me go check out your local Target or your goddamn Walmart that's in the back. The motherfucker, well, some Walmarts.
That's their temporary generator, sir.
No, that's literally for their Tesla hookup. Sir, it's right behind. Okay.
Common element in the entire galaxy and might just be what's powering the next generation of heavy trucks.
I
The
think
hydrogen is stored behind the cab. The fuel receptacle is right here, and if we look inside of the cab, we can see the tanks. Right now, the truck is at idle, being extremely quiet with the only emissions being the water running out the bottom. Just like a battery has a positive and a negative, so does a fuel cell. And we can make both of those electrodes out of this ink right here, made out of platinum.
The platinum-coated carbon paper is the kryptonite that makes the electrons and protons separate, allowing us to use the electrons how we want before they go to meet up with the oxygen and form water.
I've just made my very first hydrogen fuel cell electrode. The propulsion is coming from 2 electric motors on the rear drive axle with some pretty impressive cabling. Obviously, this is an engineering development vehicle, but it's pretty cool to see how it all works. Hydrogen.
I think that's pretty cool. I think that'll be the way of the future more than a goddamn Tesla. Just my opinion.
I think if electric vehicles were that effective and that wanted, they wouldn't need all the subsidies.
That's true. Here's the thing too. You know that Elon Musk just opened up a facility to do hydrogen fuel cell vehicles as well, right? he hated it for a long time and for at least 10 years. But now, last year, he opened up his first plant for hydrogen fuel cell to study it. Not study it, but to make a vehicle that way. Make a vehicle out of hydrogen fuel cell.
I
Or you
think
can say
even he
study it.
knows electric's a loser in the long term.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll do so much more with moving to clean. If you want to say move to cleaner, I would say move to hydrogen fuel cell. Or even there's another one that's called synthetic gas. Did you hear about that shit, Mayo? That shit was interesting. It was very fun. I don't, man. Listen, I have videos on it. I can't explain it. What do you expect me to explain that shit? I can't explain it. What'd you say?
Because it's just like adding ethanol to gas. All it does is make it more fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Because they have to subsidize the farmers to grow the corn to make the ethanol.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I know they did a whole video on it, and I thought it was actually fucking interesting because he gives the person who does it gives a reason why to switch to it and a reason why we shouldn't move to it. So he gives an honest opinion. To me, it's an honest opinion on both. It's not one of those, I think we should do it. You know, the what do you call those the videos that give a fake reason why they should not do it. Now this one, he gives a breakdown of both sides. I thought was actually very interesting. But
I mean, we had wood gas cars during World War II being produced.
Mm-hmm. Was it easy? I don't know nothing about the nucleus. That's gonna take not easy. I don't know about that nuclear shit, but
working on developing a hydrogen-powered engine for
shit
years.
so fucking low,
the company
bro.
believes that hydrogen is the future of clean and sustainable mobility, and that hydrogen engines can offer the fun of driving, including through sounds and vibrations, while emitting zero CO2. Now, Toyota has reached a very advanced
the world
stage in this
needs
pursuit.
CO2. I don't
The
understand
company
why
has
they
just revealed its new hydrogen-powered engine and a concept vehicle that could be production-ready soon. Toyota claims that this engine can deliver high performance and responsiveness, as well as reduce the cost and complexity of fuel cell systems.
Fuel cell.
Join us as we take a look at Toyota's new V8 hydrogen engine. Change everything. Everyone knows that Toyota has its reservations in regards to an all-electric future. As the Wall Street Journal reports, former CEO and current chairman Akio Toyoda said, "People involved in the auto industry are largely a silent majority. That silent majority is wondering whether EVs are really okay to have as a single option. But they think it's the trend, so they can't speak out loudly. Because the right answer is still unclear, we shouldn't limit ourselves to just one option." While this perspective is very controversial, it's worth thinking about. All electric cars make up only a small part of the overall new car market, which means there's room for different types of vehicles. Toyota has decided to pursue the path of hydrogen combustion engines. Toyota has now introduced the Corolla Cross H2 concept, and it is likely to come to market in the next few years. The Corolla Cross H2 concept is a compact...
So with the fuel cell ones, Mayo, you got to have those 3 giant ass fucking tanks in your fucking car. Well, they have 3 of them. They usually put 3 of them in there. 3 giant fuel cell, hydrogen fuel cell tanks, right? With this one, they don't have to have the 3 full size things, which I thought was actually
but you also have to make it meet safety regulations.
Yeah. I mean, they're not trying to make a car that doesn't meet it.
Yeah, but right now these ones that they're making now are just the basic system. They don't have to meet all the passenger
Well, no. The ones that they have now, they've been out for the last 15, 20 years. Well, at least 15 years. The Toyota Myra been out for like 15 years.
Where's that sold, sir?
California. They got some places it's sold everywhere. You can request it, but only places that have it. New York has a place where you can fuel. New Jersey has a couple places, but it's mostly on the East Coast is where they have most of these fueling stations for the the hydrogen fuel cell. But did you know that every fucking they said every fucking airport has a hydrogen hookup? I know that.
I don't know why they would.
I don't know why they would either, but that's what they said. I was interested, and I was like, "Oh, okay," but it's not open for public, so I don't know. I don't know why they use it either. So they gave a reason, but I wasn't listening too much. I was falling asleep at that point in time.
Crossover that uses a
I
modified
ain't gonna lie to
version of
you.
the 1.6-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that powers the high-performance GR Corolla and GR Yaris models. However,
What up,
instead of
Corn
running
Pop?
on gasoline, the engine has been adapted to burn hydrogen as a fuel, which produces only water as a byproduct.
I bet you won't drink
This
that
makes the
shit.
Corolla Cross H2 concept a zero-emission vehicle that can offer the same driving experience and performance as a conventional internal combustion engine car. To achieve this feat, Toyota has applied some of the hydrogen technology that it developed for its FCEV, fuel cell electric vehicle, the Mirai, which uses a fuel cell to convert hydrogen into electricity.
We have three
The
right there.
Corolla Cross H2 concept features thick armored fuel tanks that can store hydrogen at high pressure and safely withstand impacts and collisions. The engine also has some modifications to handle the different properties of hydrogen gas, such as hardened valves and valve seats, stronger connecting rods, and specially designed fuel injectors that can spray hydrogen into the cylinders. The Corolla
Here's the problem: the valves in the fuel tank corrodes pretty quickly. That's the problem. That's why they haven't brought it to market. This one to market yet, because they got to figure out that fucking valve in the fuel tank, because they got to bring it from a liquid to gas. You know what I'm saying, Mayo?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the problem that they're having. So, I mean,
And that
can they get?
it takes heat to do that too.
Yeah. So they said they
Well,
can get.
hydrogen will do it at room temperature. So
Yes, they said what it's going to do is going to leak out. Not leak out, but you're going to be losing gas if you're not moving. If the car's not moving and shit, so you can lose gas just with your car sitting in the motherfucking driveway. I said, get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
What do you mean? I mean, I took a deep dive on these
See, I have no problems with alternative energies, but
No, me
right
either.
now they're just not ready for prime time.
No.
And to me,
And
it's
the
not
fact
worth
that they're trying to
wasting.
force us into it is the same way they're trying to force everything else onto us.
Yeah,
and it's annoying.
Yeah, and we're just wasting billions of fucking dollars on solutions that aren't solutions.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this shit was one of my looking into this.
Corolla Cross H2
I was
concept is
looking at
not only
trying. I wanted to invest in Toyota to do this, right? Because you know me, I gotta invest in things. I feel that, because you know, right now I'm invested in Lucid, which is a electric car company, and Rivian, which is an electric car company.
Yeah, I got both of them too.
But Lucid's just, man, I bought Lucid at $9. That bitch
Dude,
at $3 right now.
I know. I don't even talk
I'm so
about it, sir.
pissed off.
It was up for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Tom, invest in anti-drone technologies for the Defense Department.
Give me a company. I'll show enough looking at.
I'll get you plenty.
Besides Lockheed Martin, I don't want to fuck Lockheed, man. They can lick the bottom of my ball sack.
Why, sir?
Because Lockheed Martin never wanted to hire me.
You don't like money?
Listen,
You don't like money?
Listen, it's not that I don't like money. I have a stance on these motherfuckers, right? Because I done been to like 7 interviews with these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers keep getting motherfuckers fresh out of college. It's pissing me off. Fresh.
They cheaper, Tom.
I know they cheap bitches. Oh my God, I'm getting tired of going through 3 interviews with these motherfuckers, bro. I swear to God, I'm sick of it. To lose to a motherfucker fresh out of college. That shit is annoying. But no, that's why I hate Lockheed. What up, Sway?
An eco-friendly vehicle, but also a practical and spacious one.
That ain't spacious
like a
at all.
standard Corolla, it has room for 5 passengers and their luggage,
That's just
and
small
offers a
than
comfortable and smooth ride. Also, in exciting news to gearheads everywhere, Toyota and Yamaha Motor have joined forces to develop a groundbreaking hydrogen-powered V8 engine that could revolutionize the automotive industry. The engine is based on the 5-liter V8
Mayo.
that powers the Lexus.
If they get that to work, like I said, with this run right here, this is the problem what they're having with the V8 engine. Is it that is the seals between the fucking fuel tank is not fucking sealing right, and it breaks down quickly.
The problem
right?
is they slow as dirt.
No, not the V8 ones. The other ones are. Yes, I agree with you on those.
Yeah, but what's the fuel cost, Tom? That's what I want to know. I want to know
it goes
per
by
gallon cost.
It doesn't go by miles per gallon. It goes by pounds.
Still,
Pounds
the
pounds
cost?
of fucking, huh?
What's the cost? And
I don't fucking know.
And then to pay for that also, you're going to have to either retrofit or build new fueling stations to handle these.
That's true. And I understand that. That's the same thing. You're gonna have to do the same thing with electric too.
Yeah, but you know,
If they want to go all electric,
we don't have to
they either
use
got to
that same thing
retrofit
for.
or they got to build new places.
Yeah, but you know, we don't have to use that for, Tom.
Gas. But you know what? Did you know that motherfuckers is changing their vehicles into propane?
Who? People?
Amazon doing it.
Yeah. Let me look up this one dude I seen. I was like, wait a minute, that nigga turned his truck into a I know Ford does it. And they can convert any vehicle that's not a diesel into propane.
You know what I noticed, Tom, with propane powered stuff? Because I was looking at backup generators, right?
Mhm.
And the ones that are propane, like dual fuel or tri-fuel,
Mm-hmm.
under propane, they actually produce less energy.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I got this video of this guy. I thought was because it's kind of like motherfucking doing the fucking hydrogen fuel cell, but it's propane. Let me bring.
Yeah, but you get more than just water out the.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But we're looking for efficient. What's it called? Efficient difference.
Thank you. I'm John with Phillips Energy, and we have our motor fuel pumping station here for propane. It's a what I call an economy type model. It was put in about a year ago. The technology has actually advanced since this was put in. So I'm going to demonstrate basically how to fill a propane powered vehicle. Very easy to do. We have a motor fuel nozzle here. It's an Australian design. We basically just unscrew it, and you can see it's just a simple one piece. It does swivel. And it's a UL approved for propane motor fuel. And basically, we're going to come over to the filling port on the truck, and I'm just going to screw on the nozzle.
Oh, they don't have to do that anymore. This is like 6 years ago.
And once the nozzle's hand tight, then we can turn our pump on. Once we turn our pump on, we just have a meter here that meters the gallons. And basically, you just squeeze the trigger. It's an auto gas type nozzle, a little different from the truck nozzles and from some of the other nozzles that you see at some of the other locations. The nozzle that we use for filling propane bottles. It makes it very easy for the consumer to use. He doesn't feel so intimidated when he goes to use the propane. It's a low loss fitting, and when I release the trigger, you'll hear a small spute, and that pretty much just lets you know that the pressure's been taken off of the nozzle. You can unscrew it. These vehicles are equipped with a float gauge in the tank that once the tank reaches 80% capacity, it automatically cuts off.
Yep.
So you don't have to worry about overfilling the tank. And you'll notice that this particular nozzle, where it's similar in design to a regular petroleum nozzle, doesn't allow you to lock it in place. They would prefer the consumer stand by the propane just in case for some reason you needed to cut it off. So I'm going to release the trigger. We're probably not far from being full, but I'm going to release the trigger. You'll hear a small spute, and then after that, I'll take the nozzle off.
They need a better spokesperson.
Unscrew the nozzle.
They need a better spokesperson.
Yeah, this
and you
was
have
like
no
5
gas
years
that
ago,
comes
too,
off
so
that. When that little spurt
it's
that you
changed
heard
so
was the
much.
releasing of the pressure from the nozzle. If I squeeze the
So they
nozzle,
got
you'll
those
notice that no
quick,
propane comes out,
quick,
so there's not any danger of any propane
quick
escaping.
pushing,
And that's basically it. It's pretty trouble
Oh,
free.
yeah, I'm sure they got a
V10
quick
was
disconnect
Thank you.
now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they got a quick disconnect. There you go. That's what it's called. Shit, I'm losing my goddamn brain.
Fueling a Roush propane-powered vehicle is a lot easier than you
Got
might
a
imagine.
Roush propane? Okay.
Fleet managers considering propane as their fuel of choice can have a dispenser installed a lot like this one for little to no upfront cost. And best of all, they look, feel, and operate very similar to gasoline and diesel dispensers. Tightening the nozzle opens the internal fill valve check valve.
Spoot.
I can see women loving that.
Yeah,
Fucking
but
up
so
their
what they do?
nails.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting. I mean, they're all different types of fuel and shit. Can't be mad at it. They're trying to be innovative. I guess I don't know. I mean, gas is pretty.
But they're trying to be innovative for a false reason, though, Tom.
Oops, shit.
I mean, it's just fleecing the market.
Well, I wouldn't say
it's
it's
just
fleecing
like
the market.
when they made everybody move from R22 and R12 refrigerant.
Yes, I agree with that point.
That
I'm
was
never
a-
going to argue that point. That shit was
That
the
was a
stupidest thing
fucking
ever.
scam.
Yeah.
Because they finally figured out that shit broke. By the time it got up to the ozone layer, that shit had already broke down to its natural fucking elements.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
And what
All
did
right,
that
well,
cost the industry?
A lot. I gotta get my ass. I gotta fucking do these shirts today, so I gotta get off here pretty early. So I'm gonna get off now. Thank you, mofos, for being here. I gotta go because I gotta order. I gotta put in. Well, not put in. I gotta order. I gotta fill. And yeah, I gotta get to it. But I'm trying to get done with this before 12 o'clock. So I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, LA. I am so ready for you, my nigga. Pause. I'm ready to beat your ass and get this dub tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm ready to get this dub tomorrow.
Well, sir, if you ready to touch me, then you winning already. I don't know.
I ain't trying to touch you, nigga. Shut up. You heard me say pause, nigga. But yeah.
Don't nigga, let's gay.
Anyway, what time's your show? 6 o'clock still?
Pause.
Do you know what you're going over?
Yes. It was a cop shot this dude in Philly. We're gonna talk about that because somebody picked up the gun and ran with it. They said they're looking for that Puerto Rican, and
They didn't find the Puerto Rican?
they know who he is.
Oh.
And then people putting out lies saying the guy never had a gun and all that other nonsense. So we're gonna talk about and we're gonna talk about the New York congressman who said the cops pulled him over for no reason. Just
that
lying.
pussy?
Yeah, lying.
That guy's I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, so that's about it.
All right. Is Deezer staying all night or is he got to work?
I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you. I did. You know the tyrant Terminator dude, the video we watched last week?
Mm-hmm.
I emailed dude, right? I'm waiting on the response.
Wait till he give you a price.
Yeah, well, if you give me a price, we already know what the business is when people give me prices. Nigga, I'm po. I'm po. I don't know what the fuck you doing here. But yeah, hopefully I emailed him, see what they're gonna do. If he wanted to, it's like, man, come check us out. If you want to come join the panel on Tuesdays or whatever, come watch it for the first day or whatever. And then try to come on the week out there. Give me a price of nothing. We can do something. I really want someone that's in that realm to come up here and talk on behalf, because why would I talk about it when this, y'all say they're only there to, what is it again? What is it? Antagonize people? Yeah, that's what I said. No, and I think it's more than that, but talking from me doesn't mean nothing. I would rather one of them say it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gonna see what the price is. You're gonna be cussing him out once he give you his price.
I ain't gonna cuss out no one because I don't cuss.
Uh-huh.
I'm a born again Christian, sir.
Okay.
What are we talking here?
Okay.
But all right. Oh, do you want me to show you how to do this stuff real quick before I get off?
Nah, we do it tomorrow. I'm lazy. Take my ass to bed too, since it's an early night.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta get this order and done.
Yeah.
I said it'll be done on the first. It's 29th.
Yeah. All
right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for being here. See you tomorrow.
Stick around, Mayo.
Black Line. And yeah, we up out of here.
All right,
Peace.
folks.
Good night.